Now, in the meantime, let's get down to business. Let's talk about the Catskill Jazz Factory educational outreach in Kingston, and they will be having a series of concerts today called the Catskill Swings, beginning at 2 p.m. And I have the honor of having with me Mr. Piers Playfair, who is the director of the Catskill Jazz Factory. And we're going to push all the magic buttons on the live line. And are you there, Mr. Playfair?
I am indeed, Philip.
All right.
Greene County and Ulster County.
Thank you so much for coming on live on the air to talk about this. I love anything that has to do with teaching music to the youth. So why don't I just step away? I'll step away from the microphone and let you take over. Tell us what's going on in Kingston this afternoon.
Well, this is the culmination of a one-year residency program which we started in November of last year. And the residency has been led by an outstanding young pianist by the name of Aaron Deal. Aaron's album, The Bespoke Man's Narrative, is currently #1 in the jazz charts. And he's just been voted Upcoming Jazz Artist of the Year. And he has been working with the kids in the middle school band and the high school band to really help develop and hone their band skills. And every time he's come, he's brought up another fellow outstanding musician, generally with different types of instruments. And what's happening today is in the morning we have a closed workshop for a lot of the elementary school kids, where the middle school band will play with a quintet that we brought up from New York City, which basically composed of Aaron, the various different people that have worked with the kids, which also includes a outstanding trombonist by the name of Wycliffe Gordon. And then this afternoon, for the public and the high school kids, we have a concert at 2 o'clock at the Ulster Performing Arts Centre, where again the quintet will perform on its own, it will perform with the band, and the band will perform on its own pieces that basically Aaron has taken them through over the last year.
And so the students that the folks will hear if they come to the concert today are students that have been under the tutelage of Aaron. Is it Aaron Deal?
Aaron Deal, that's right.
Of Aaron Deal at the Catskill Jazz Factory.
Yeah. But in fact, Aaron and his quintet will play, I would have thought about half the concert themselves. So they're going to see some great jazz music. This is a band that would sell out Busy's in New York for a week. So they're going to hear some really, really good jazz music. And then the kids are going to get the opportunity to play with the quintet and a little bit on themselves as well.
Well, that's great. And you were telling me that folks will hear the middle school children and the high school kids.
No, just the high school.
Oh, just the high school.
At 2 o'clock. Yeah.
The high school. And tell us a little bit about the Catskill Jazz Factory and their educational outreach.
The Catskill Jazz Factory was started by my wife, Lucy Playfair, and I about 2 years ago, and we are committed to a few things here. We run a week-long residency to help young professional jazz musicians, and that we run in Tannersville, up the mountain, and centered around the Orpheum Theatre there. And important as well within this is to involve the local community. And one of the ways we do that is by running educational programs. And so when you get to work in the residency, we also ask the various musicians to outreach into different schools. So we've been in the Wyndham, Tannersville, Hunter systems, and then recently through the auspices of the Center of Creative Education in Kingston, we managed to secure a residency spot over the last year here. And this is something that we plan to do on a multi-year basis.
And For the folks in our area, in Greene and Columbia County, in our various high schools, how can they reach out to you?
Well, we have a website, catskilljazzfactory.org, and there's contact info there. And we're very keen to hear from everybody because, I think that what's just fantastic for us and really what drives us is that we want to really encourage kids to take up jazz. We want to encourage kids to go to concerts. And we want to encourage local establishments to put on jazz because what we found up in Townsville is that once you develop a nice following, jazz helps local businesses, helps employment. And so the more people we get knowing about this, the better, and the more programming and the bigger that we can become.
Well, it sounds very interesting. And these programs, I guess, do they go on all year, or do they go on for 2 weeks at a time?
We do both. We have one program, where we will go to a school for a day, and the professional musicians will play, and they'll give a basic introduction to jazz to the elementary and middle school kids, and then they will work with the high school kids a little bit on stage, and then do a performance for the community at large, and or we have an ongoing residency program, such as the one that we have in Kingston, where really what we're trying to do is assist the schools build up their jazz program.
Oh, that's I think this is really great. Tell us again what time the public program begins today in Kingston.
Yeah, the Kingston program starts at 2:00. It's got a $6 recommended donation, but if that's hard for folks, then you can come in for free. And it's not often you get to see this kind of quality programming for really nothing in a wonderful theatre like the Austin Performing Arts Centre. And it will be 1 hour long.
And what kind of concerts do you have for the future? This month, next month?
We've got some really, really exciting stuff coming up. And we're really, really honored to have one of the great pianists in the world, a man by the name of Marcus Roberts, who played with Wynton in the 90s and has a whole series of fantastic recordings out which you can get, and he will be leading our residency in August, and we will have two fabulous concerts. On August the 9th, we have a concert which we're calling Jelly and George, where Aaron and Marcus will play the music of Jelly Roll Morton, and in the second half, they will be joined by the great kind of up-and-coming singer now, Sophia Salvon, who will join them in a Gershwin retrospective, and so that will be Marcus's trio. And then the Saturday concert is a multi-ensemble concert of all the ensembles that have been in residency. There'll be 4 of them, and it's pretty rare that you get to see 4 different bands in one night. And again, one of the things that we really want to do is make sure that people can afford it, and so the ticket prices are very, very affordable. On Saturday night, they're just $10, and on the Friday night, they're $23, with discounts for seniors and for students. And those concerts will take place at the Orpheum Theatre in Tannersville. And then if you go to our website, you can see details of other events that we have planned over the course of the year as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at the website now. It's a fantastic website.
Yeah.
If you just joined us, you're listening to the WGXC Morning Show. Philip is on your radio, and I'm on the radio with Mr. Piers Playfair, who is the director of the Catskill Jazz Factory. We're talking about the concert coming up today out in Kingston, and plus the other things that the Catskill Jazz Factory does, which I'm really excited about, and hoping that some of our high school musicians are out there listening, or music teachers, or faculty members, or somebody who knows somebody, so that they can get a hold of CatskillJazzFactory.org. Correct?
That's CatskillJazzFactory.org. check it out, and everybody's welcome.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think that's it. I just like to thank you, Philip, and thank your listeners for tuning in on this. And your radio station's been a good supporter for us, and hope to see some of the folks there this afternoon.
Well, I'm surely going to make sure that I catch up to you before the Marcus Roberts event on August the 9th, so you can come back on, and we can talk about that. Now, you were kind enough to send me a piece. Can you tell me about this song coming up?
Well, yes, it's a piece which is featured on Aaron's new album, The Bespoke Men's Narrative, and I think what you'll see is just Aaron's just outstanding virtuosity on the piano.
And so this is Aaron Deal that we are hearing.
Aaron Deal that you're about to hear.
And who's with him, playing with him?
That is basically his quartet.
Ah, okay.
And Rodney Green, David Wong, and Warren Smith.
And so this is Aaron Deal. He's the gentleman who is
leading the quartet.
Who's leading the quartet.
And also leading the residency today.
That's correct. And that was what I wanted to get in there. He's leading the residency. So so that makes it extra special. And Piers, thank you so very much.
Well, thank you so much, and we'll definitely be in touch on the Marcus Roberts stuff.
I'm gonna cue up the song, and I'll put you on hold so I can speak to you for a moment. So here's the tune by Aaron Deal, and the name of the song is called Blue Nude.